Welcome to Rajendra TANDON videos. We continue with our stories from Mahabharata. This is the 8th story I am telling, and it relates to Shukracharya, Devayani and Kacha. In the preceding video we had seen how Devayani had married Yayati, a king, but that was at a later stage of history. This story precedes that and relates how Devayani ultimately came to be the wife of Yayati, but earlier she had fallen for Kach, a disciple to her father Shukracharya. Shukracharya was the guru of the Asuras. Brihaspati was the guru of the Devatas. He was a learned man, a rishi. In Indian mythology, the Devatas and the Asuras, although cousins, were always fighting each other, with victory kissing the feet of one or the other by turns. For one such fight, the Devatas engaged Brihaspati, son of Angira, rishi, as a Purohit, while the Asuras engaged Shukracharya. The Devatas killed a lot of Asuras, but Shukracharya had a knowledge known as Sanjeevani Vidya that could revive the dead, and with that help of that particular knowledge, he revived all the Asuras who had been killed. On the other hand, Brihaspati could not revive any of the Devatas who had been killed. They approached Brihaspati's son Kacha and asked him that the glorious Shukracharya has the knowledge of reviving the dead. You go to him, be his pupil, and acquire that knowledge so that you can help us. You would have to work hard. You would have to worship Shukracharya. He has a charming daughter named Devayani. With your services, you can please her. If you do so, you would get the knowledge that we require. You must please Devayani with your character, your generous nature, your manners, fair treatment, and control of your senses. Kach went over to Shukracharya and said, Bhagavan, I am the grandson of Angira Rishi and the son of Brihaspati. My name is Kach. Please accept me as your pupil. You are my guru from now onwards. For any period of time, I will stay brahmachari. Please accept me as a student. You see, people were noble those days. They are noble even now. Now Shukracharya knew that this young boy is the son of Brihaspati, who is the guru of Devatas, enemies of my Asuras, but he said, no, I accept your request. And if I honor you, I would be indirectly honoring your father, which is a matter of great joy for me. Mark the words. No opposition fighting in Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha as of today. Without manners. These gurus were against each other, but still they had manners. They respected each other. Kach assured Shukracharya that he would behave. He came very close to Shukracharya, became friendly with Devayani. Both of them started worshipping together, taking care of Shukracharya. They were young. They performed all the activities which are close to the heart of the young. Songs, dancing, playing on instruments. And Kach was doing most of it to please Devayani. Devayani too had grown young. She was a blooming, beautiful woman. Kach brought her flowers, fruit, obeyed her orders. He was at her beck and call. But he has absolutely no sexual intentions. She was the Guru's daughter. She too stayed as close to him as possible without coming into physical contact. She would sing, tell him jokes, stories, and most of the time they were alone together in the ashram, but nobody was concerned. The time passed. The Rakshasas realized that this boy has come to take knowledge from our Guru. So she killed him, cut him into pieces, and distributed the flesh and the bones to dogs and other animals. So when in the evening the cows came home, Kach was not accompanying them. Devayani went to her father. Prabhu, she said, you have said your evening prayers. The sun has set. The cows have returned without their caretaker. Kachna is not visible. He must have been killed. I can't live without him. Shukracharya said, don't worry, my daughter. I would revive him. And he did. Kach came out of the bodies of the dogs who had eaten his flesh and sucked his bones. Then he told Devayani what had happened. My dear friend, I was carrying samidha, kosha grass, wood for havan. I slept under a tree along with the cows. The asuras killed me. Some time passed. Kach went out again to fetch flowers for Devayani. Once again the Rakshasas killed him, ground him to pieces and dissolved the powder into the water of an ocean. Once again Shukracharya revived him. The third time the asuras realized that this Guru is acting against their interests. they played a trick. They killed Kach, cremated his body, dissolved his ashes into liquor and offered the liquor to Shukracharya. Very fascinating story, whether true or not, but carrying a lot of moral lessons. Again, Devyani missed Kach. Shukracharya thought it over, called for Kach. He said, look, I can't do much. I don't know how he has been killed. A strong woman like you should not lament for one who has died. My daughter, you are worshipped by the Vedas, the Brahmins, Indra, Vasu, Ashwini Kumar. They bow to you. If I revive Kach wherever he is, the Asuras will again kill him. Devyani replied, Father, he was the son of a rishi. He was the grandson of a rishi. If I don't lament his death, what else do I do? He was a real brahmachari. He never touched me. His wealth was his tapasya. He was awake all the time at my service, at my beck and call. Therefore, Father, I loved him. I'll give up my food. I'll fast to death. I shall go to the country where Kach has gone. Now this disturbed the father. When the Guru was thinking over the fate of Kach, he heard a voice coming out from his own belly. I am here, Guruji. My ashes were dissolved in liquor and you drank that liquor. If you revive me, you would die. I'll have to come out of your belly. But Shukracharya was a very wise man. He said, my son, I would give you the knowledge of Sanjeevani Vidya now, and you listen to me. And when you come out after my death, you revive me with that knowledge. An excellent arrangement. What a way out. So, as the education was completed, Kach came out of Shukracharya's stomach, tearing it apart. He appeared like the full moon in the evening. And then the knowledge he had acquired was used to revive Shukracharya. He declared that a pupil would never act inimical to his guru, because the guru is the source of knowledge. Now, these are wise words. They have to be listened to and acted upon for a better life. The learned Shukracharya had been cheated. He was made to drink. Even his pupils' ashes without knowing it. Therefore, nobody should take liquor in this world, even out of ignorance. Otherwise, he would step down from the path of righteousness. These are words written in the Mahabharata. The story is not just a shallow story, it's a story with a moral. Stay within limits about your behavior, about your food habits. Now Shukracharya called the Asuras and he told them that Kach would in future be entitled to the part of the sacrifice offerings. The story takes a turn at this point. A time came when Kach wanted to depart to his own father to help the Devatas with the knowledge he had acquired to revive the dead. Devyani stopped him in his track. She said, "O grandson of Maharshi Angera, you are looking glorious with your sound character, noble family, your learning, your tapasya, your control of your senses. As your father is respected by everybody, he is respected by me as well. Therefore, think over what I am saying. You have completed your education for which you had come. I love you, Prince, I am in love with you. Accept me. Marry me with recitation of the proper Vedic mantras." But Kach was different. He was not overwhelmed by the charm of Devyani, who was a very charming woman. And he replied, "Nirdosh ango wali Devyani, O Devyani with faultless limbs, your father is worshipped by me. I worship you more. You are the daughter of my Guru. Therefore, according to Dharma, you are worshipful for me. You should not ask me for marrying you. I have not stayed near you for that purpose. I never looked at you with the eyes full of lust." Devyani would not be stopped so easily. She was madly in love with Kach. She said, "You are the son of Brihaspati. You are not the son of Shukracharya. You are not my brother. What stops me from marrying you? You were killed so many times by the Rakshasas, but I never faltered in my love for you. Please think of it. How many times you were revived by my father. And I was always available to be at your service. My deep devotion towards you does not need any proof. You know Dharma. I am an innocent woman who is devoted to you, who has fallen for you. It is your Dharma to marry me. You can't just say no to me, to my proposal. My love must not stay unrequited, I'm sorry. It's not just love. I worship you, Kach. It's not correct on your part to give me up. Kach said, charming woman, you are asking me to do something which I should not do. Oh, an auspicious woman, please be happy with me. Forgive me. I worship you more than worshipping your father, my guru. You have lovely eyes, large eyes. Your face is like that of a full moon. You were born of Shukracharya. I too have lived in his stomach. From the religious point of view, you are therefore my sister. O charmer with a slender waist, I have lived happily here. Kalyani, I have no rancor against you. I respect you, but I can't physically love you. I want to go. I want to depart. Please bless me. Do remember me sometimes, but take care of your father. Stay alert of even his pupils. Devyani was angry. She cursed him. I made a request to you according to Dharma, Kach. You have declined me. Therefore, you would not be able to successfully use Sanjeevani Vidya. You would not be able to revive anyone. All your efforts for learning Sanjeevani Vidya would be wasted. Kach said, okay, you can do what you want. I can't change my mind. But I also curse you. I tried to tell you the right conduct according to Dharma, but you are obsessed by Kama. You want to sleep with me, I cannot. So I curse you that whatever be your intention would not be fulfilled. You say that I would not be able to use Sanjeevani Vidya. No problem. I will teach it to others, somebody competent to learn it, and he can use it. Your curse would not work there. Saying these words, Kach left for Indralok and trained another pupil in Sanjeevani Vidya. This story ends here. What happened to Devyani later on, I shall take up in the next video. Thank you very much for listening to me. I hope you have enjoyed this story from Mahabharata.